We could survive that. We could survive that. We could survive it. Hello and welcome to We Could Survive That, your survival guide to the movies. My name is Jack and today I'm joined by a man from the future of Back to the Future. It's 2015. It's Chris.
Hello everybody. As Jack kindly stated, I went into the past to then bring myself back to the future, which is my present. So really, it's back to the present, not back to the future. The film's got it all wrong.
I know, it's
I
terrible.
didn't even use a DeLorean. I had a horse-drawn cart.
That got you to 88 miles per hour.
Oh, you don't need to reach 88 miles per hour. You keep going till the horse collapses, at which point it catapults you forward. Hit your head and you think you time travelled.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
I lied to you. We're not doing Back to the Future. We're doing Skyfall because.
Oh!
But we are in the future now, so.
No, we're in the
that's
present.
Good. Yeah, but.
Oh,
no,
wait, this is coming out in the future.
Yeah.
Well, hang on.
Is this coming out before we've recorded it?
No. Technic, if you're listening to this now, you're hearing the voices of the past.
We're
This
both
is what
dead.
the world.
We
Well, what?
died.
This is what the
We are
world
ghosts.
used to be like.
Yes, in 2015. It's great. It's great. Okay, we're doing Skyfall today. So,
Another Bond film.
yes, carrying on our build-up to Spectre with... It's a pretty good one. It's the best one, in my opinion, out of the three Craig ones so far.
Quantum of Solace.
You think Quantum's the best one?
No, you said best one, so I assume that's the one we're reviewing again.
No,
I thought we were going to go back over it because it was so good.
So good we did it twice. No, it's Skyfall. So we're going to do that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive in. So Bond, after being shot and having Adele sing and stuff, he's back for revenge against Patrice, who stole this hard drive of all the spies that are in place in like different terrorist organisations and stuff. So Bond chases Patrice up this skyscraper in a lift, and when he finally gets to him, Patrice has shot his target, who's paid to assassinate Bond, sneaks up behind him, and they have a fight. Patrice tries to shoot him with his sniper rifle, he misses. He throws Bond up against a window which cracks. The window eventually, I think, breaks again because Bond is pushed out, but Bond holds on to Patrice's gun, pulls himself back up. Then Bond just basically pummels Patrice, and Patrice eventually ends up falling out the window. Bond grabs him, but because he's wearing like these leathery gloves, Patrice can't hold on and he falls and dies before Bond can get anything out of him. So you're Patrice, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Take out Bond.
Quite simple, really, Jack. Before I set off and take out my target, I place motion sensor devices behind me. Okay, one at the elevator, because I believe Bond comes up an elevator.
Yeah, he holds...
And another one further
Hold
down.
on.
So as soon as Bond starts walking towards me, it goes past my motion sensors. They start going off. I turn round. Bang!
You shoot
And the
him.
Bond is gone. Yes.
That's a good silly bang joke there. There aren't
Thank
enough
you.
of them.
But yeah, that's my idea. I've seen a few films before where snipers or people that are going to be in a one area for a long time, they have motion sensor devices to help, early warning systems. And for a sniper, you got to take a while. You got to line up your shots. You got to take wind, speed in, and direction. All that stuff you got to take into account.
Yeah.
So you're going to be there for a while. So I personally would have some sort of early warning system in place, possibly even a booby trap. So Bond sets a motion detector off, and it's a mini explosion, perhaps.
A mini explosion.
Enough to blow his, him over.
You were gonna say enough to blow his nuts off, weren't you?
Maybe not his nuts. I don't know what you're talking about. Enough to... okay, let's change it to enough to blow him over, at which point I can turn around and just shoot him twice.
Right, there's a bit in the fight
Uh-huh.
where Bond, he's almost fallen out the window, and he holds on to Patrice's gun.
Oh, just let go of the gun.
Yeah, let go of the gun,
Unless
or
he's
start shooting.
Unless he's worried that the gun will trace back to him.
Yeah, but then he can just walk down and pick up the gun.
Yeah,
After he's
I know. I
finished.
think somebody would see that beforehand. But
It's
then
at night.
if you're
so...
a true professional, your weapon shouldn't be able to trace back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he's not, because Bond
maybe he's
manages
really attached to the gun.
He could be. But no, just while Bond is hanging on to the barrel of the gun, just shoot a little bit. And maybe that'll either make Bond jump and go, oh dear, I've got to get out of the way. And then he'll lose balance and fall off. Or it'll hit him and Bond will be shot and he'll have to fall out of the building. Also, Patrice creates the crack in the glass by throwing Bond into it, so don't do that. Also, that building isn't very well constructed if just walking into it creates a crack. That's not great work.
Bond's quite a big, heavy guy, though, isn't he?
You calling Daniel Craig fat?
I'm calling him a large, set fellow.
Tell that to his face.
No, fat. You know, I'm muscular. We'll say muscular with ripped, oiled up muscles in a tight bathing suit. Oh wait, no, hang on, wait, that's Casino Royale. Right? Let's jump the back a minute. Hang on. No, I'd have an early warning system in place to alert me to the present, or I'd just be better at hand-to-hand combat. I say this time and time again, henchman. You need to have additional training.
Be better at your job.
Exactly. But you're going to go against Bond. Spend a bit more time in a dojo.
In the dojo?
Yeah, you know, they're a place where you go do karate and stuff.
You could have ninja flipped him over, or judo flipped him over, out the window.
Or spat in his eyes.
What, while he's holding on?
Yeah.
And then he has to wipe it out of his eyes, and then you just push him or something.
You got to make sure, not a little bit of spittle though, you go, you know.
Okay.
I tried to do it, it didn't work. But you know what I mean. You know, phlegm right in his eyes.
Yeah, you'd try to do that and you'd start coughing and
everywhere.
then Bond would pull himself out and just throw you out.
Yeah, but he wouldn't hit me because he'd feel sorry for me because I'd be like coughing, my eyes would be running, I'd be like, it's going to be my day off as well. This is overtime.
This is like his one day of work. He's an assassin.
Yeah, exactly. It's a day I booked off months ago. I had a cover for Phil.
Who's Phil?
The other assassin.
Okay, could Phil have done any better than Patrice?
What? Nah, Phil's a bit of a dick, to be honest.
Oh. Okay, that's good to know that he is a dick. Okay, so Bond kills Patrice, but obviously he wouldn't if we were Patrice, because
Naturally.
we are survival experts.
Perhaps
apparently.
one more thing. Don't wear the gloves if Bond's holding on your glove like slips out.
No, Bond is the one wearing the glove.
Oh, you dick, Bond.
So fight Bond
dick move.
and disarm him of his gloves.
Strip him down naked, right, and you'll be fine.
No. Just no. Okay, so Bond kills Patrice, and then he searches through his case and finds this chip that leads him to a casino. This casino... No.
Oh.
This casino has... This would have made Casino Royale much more interesting if there was a pit of Komodo dragons there.
Oh.
That would have made it...
Or pits of anything, just any sort of pit with some sort of animal in it. It's a pit of goats. Fear the sheep that are in there as well.
That doesn't really give a casino-y stylish vibe, does it? Just goats.
And a Komodo dragon does.
Yeah, I imagine their shit doesn't smell as bad as goat shit does. So, a bit more classy. Okay, Komodo dragon pit, he runs into Severin, who tells him, oh, if you get on this boat, I can take you to the big bad guy. And then Severin's guards block him in and try to take him out, but Bond fights back, and then he's taken over the rails into the pit of Komodo dragons by a big henchman. The big henchman does a judo flip on Bond, so that's good. But then he picks up Bond's gun, which, if you remember, Q created so it can only be shot by Bond.
Luckily, he didn't have this gun in the other two films. This gun was made just in time for this sort of mission. Yeah.
So henchman tries to use that. It doesn't work. Komodo dragon sneaks up behind him, bites his leg, drags him into a hole. Bond then escapes the Komodo dragon pit by jumping on a Komodo dragon and back up onto the walkway. And then a second Komodo dragon runs over and I'd imagine starts eating the guy, the poor henchman.
I don't know if the Komodo dragons actually eat him or whether the bites
I
would just kill
imagine
him.
they would. I suppose, right? If you're in a casino, the only thing that you can feed to the Komodo dragons is gambling chips and vodka. I imagine they're pretty pissed.
What?
Pretty pissed dragons.
I don't think that works. Now, I can't remember if Komodo dragons are poisonous or whether people die because of the amount of bacteria in their mouth.
They still need to eat things, and I imagine this henchman looks like a tasty morsel to them, so...
Are Komodo
he's
dragons
being eaten.
meat eaters?
Yes.
Are they?
Yes.
Says
They're
who?
fucking dragons!
They can't breathe fire or fly though, can they?
Well, these ones can. They've been drinking too much vodka.
Hold a lighter up and watch its breath light up.
Exactly. That guy was lucky he wasn't singed to a crisp.
Yeah. Alright, how would I survive?
Have your own gun rather than stealing Bond's one.
Why use a gun?
Just strangle him.
Exactly.
Or sit on him.
That's more personal, isn't it? The gun's too quick, man. You want to savor the moment and enjoy it.
You sick bastard.
No, it's not me, it's the henchman, isn't it? When the Komodo dragon pulls you in, here's what you're going to do. It's got hold of your foot. Don't try pulling away. You get that foot in there. Ram the foot down the throat of the Komodo dragon because it will choke on your foot.
Well, it's got it at a side, so...
Yeah, at which point I turn around and I shove my fist down its throat then. And then, as the other one comes over, I just hammer punch it right in the head. And then I shove my fist down there. Now I've got 2 Komodo dragons on my arms. Bond's going to look at me before he jumps out and be like, what the hell? I'm going to be like, what's this, Bond? Crack! Oh, he's on the floor. Then I start pummeling into Bond with Komodo dragon hands.
Right, those Komodo dragons will still be eating your hands.
Nah, they're choked by now, aren't they?
That would hinder your progress then, because they're pretty big and, like, mostly muscle.
Yeah,
so they'd be
like
quite
me.
heavy. No, not like
Pretty
you
big
at
and
all.
mostly muscle, yeah, that's how it works.
When people ask me what is Chris's spirit animal, I don't go the Komodo dragon.
Who the hell asks you what my spirit animal
No one,
is?
but if they were to ask, I wouldn't say
And
a
what
Komodo
animal would
dragon.
you say? Out of interest.
A goat.
I like it, a goat.
Or, yeah, a goat. Or the cockroach, because like the cockroach, you are a survival expert.
Oh, I like it.
I could probably get better comedy out of a cockroach being my co-host.
Wow, alright. Dick move. Is this it? You're firing me? Is this how you tell me?
I'm firing you for a cockroach.
Alright, I'm taking half the equipment though.
Okay, goodbye.
Dick. Okay,
A bit of cockroach.
fuck's sake. Right, here's what I do.
Apart from choking them with your fists and punching them, that would just piss them off.
Nah, I use them as weapons, don't I? Okay, I fight off
You
the one
don't
that's
have to
bit me.
kill Bond, you just have to get out of the pit.
Alright, okay, I fight the one off me. I kick it in his face so it lets me go. And then grab it by its tail, I use it to swing it around, hit the other one, and I stand in the middle and propelling myself up and out of the pit.
So that's a great way to survive it if you're in a Looney Tunes cartoon.
You never said we weren't in a Looney Tunes cartoon. Right, okay, a more serious way. To be honest, when we fell into the pit of Komodo dragons, if I knew they ate people,
holy shit,
get
they're
out.
Komodo dragons.
Like, when Bond
get
was
out
on the ground,
immediately.
Yeah,
Once Bond is on the ground, just
I would just turn and
go.
go.
Yeah.
Try and do what Bond does, but probably put my foot through the Komodo dragon because I'm so big and hench.
Yeah,
I weigh so
you
much.
crush the dragon.
Cross the dragon,
You
yeah.
squish it. And then you're stuck in there forever.
And then I'd climb out. Or there's got to be other henchmen up and above. Can't they shoot Bond?
Yeah, but they've been knocked out by Bond.
No. So
Okay,
they're
well, in that case,
then I climb up out the pit, and as Bond's climbing out, I pick up one of the henchman guns. I'm like, bang, Bond, and the dirt is gone. No, and the Bond is gone. Maybe on the Bond is gone. I'm
Stop
sorry.
doing that.
I tried to make a second joke, and I ruined it.
It wasn't that great the first time. Sorry.
What are you talking about? It was comedy gold right there.
Oh.
See a cockroach do something better,
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah, we'll see next week.
All right, what would you do?
Spectre.
Spectre, Jack and the Cockroach.
Yes.
I can't do voices.
Alright. Next death. Severin leads Bond to Silver, who is the big bad. Silver punishes Severin by putting a glass of whiskey on her head and challenging Bond to a shootout, basically. So Bond has got to shoot this glass off of her head. He misses, and then Silver just shoots Severin in the stomach, and the glass falls off, and Silver says, "Yay, I'm the winner."
To be honest, Silver doesn't say to shoot the glass directly off the head. He just says to make the glass fall, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Or something like that. So he's being a bit of a dick in that regard.
Yeah. But he's giving Bond the chance by going first to try and shoot it off.
Yeah, because he
her
knows
head
Bond's...
the fair way.
Cause, off the fair.
The fair way.
Well, when Bond raises a gun, you see him shaking. Silver probably knows this. That's why he's letting Bond go first.
Yeah.
Because he thinks it would be funny if Bond
Well, Silver
misfires.
hacked all of Bond's scores to go back into the field because he has tests done with like his stamina and shooting and
And he
his
failed
psyche.
everything.
He failed everyone, so he knows.
Thing is, you got survivors as Severin.
As Severin. But Bond didn't help by drinking some of the whiskey as well. I don't know whether that was to calm his nerves, but alcohol's not great.
You remember Bond grabs a bottle and starts like chugging it. Silver turns out to put in the shot glass there, and Bond's just like, ugh.
Oh, which one do you want me to shoot, Silver? Oh.
Okay, what I would have done.
Maybe if you were Severin, just bow your head a little bit.
No, because if you spill it, Silver would probably shoot you, wouldn't he? Okay, so what I go. He puts the glass on my head. And he's like, ooh, don't move, don't spill.
Headbutt him.
No. As he turns around,
Bite his face.
whoa, okay, holy. No,
Lunge at him, bite his nose off.
I was gonna go a bit calmer than that.
No, go crazy.
I was gonna, as he puts the glass on my head and turns around, I was gonna grab the glass off my head and then
Your
swing it
hands
around.
are tied.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The flaw in my plan. No.
No. What about the rest of my body? My feet tied?
I don't think your feet are tied because you've got to stand up.
Alright, it is what
I
we
don't
do
know
then.
whether you're also tied because she's placed against a fallen statue, so she might be tied to that in some way.
Oh, no.
Because when,
okay, that
when
ruins my
she's
other
shot,
plan then.
she doesn't fall down.
Crap, that ruins my other plan.
Kick him in the nuts.
Okay, here's what you do. He puts the glass on your head. Okay. You lean back, bring up both feet. You boot him in the chest. She's got high heels on. You stab your heels into his stomach or chest, going through the ribcage, through the little gaps, piercing his heart. I've got like 12-inch stilettos on him.
Okay,
Pierce his heart, pull them out, and he's like, that's blood pouring out of his chest. And then
him pissing himself.
And then the blood soaks me, right? Which means I've now sort of, lubricated enough, as it were, to pull my hands out of the rope using his blood. And then take the shot glass off, drink it, and our henchmen are like, oh my god. And then throw the glass at one of them, hit them in the eye. He goes down. Bond,
you don't need to worry about the henchmen because we're coming on to them next. Because Bond takes them out with relative ease, so it's okay.
I was on a roll. I was on a blood-loss roll.
That's calm for you.
How would you get out of it?
This is all M's fault. M's got a whole government organisation with properly trained agents that haven't just come back from however long Bond has been away drinking and partying. Why doesn't she send one of the other double O's? Maybe send Sean Bean.
No, because 006 would die.
Or
I don't know.
008. Any other double O.
I think the reason she sends Bond is because it's a Bond film, and if it was Sky...
Oh, Judi Dench knows she's in a film.
Yeah, it'd be Ian Fleming's 005 in Skyfall. And everyone would be like, who the fuck's 005?
Yeah, I would have gone 006, Sean Bean.
He's dead.
For now.
I saw another film with the Bean in it.
What
The
film?
Martian.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't die in that.
Yeah,
one,
he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. At the end of the film, he walks on and gets hit and run.
He walks,
By me.
and then as the credits come down, one of the credits hits him on the head.
credits crush
The
him.
producer's credit crushes him to death.
Yeah. So he does die.
I can't top that, Chris. I'm not even going to bother trying.
Oh, it's pretty badass, wasn't it?
Stabbing, stilettos. I can't. She probably was wearing heels, but if she was wearing flats, then your method is
Nah, I got another method for that.
Okay, if she's wearing flats, then
I knock the shoes off and I bring my feet up, shoving a toe up his nose, and then holding his nose.
Wait,
hang on.
What?
So I got one foot, my right foot, 2 toes up his nose, and your left foot goes into his mouth, and it twists violently and breaks his neck. He's on the floor. I'm looking at me, and then
you're looking at you.
Yeah. I'm freaking out. This is the good bit here now, because I'm attached to the pillar. My feet now come up, and then they move around either side of me, up, around, and behind me, and untie the ropes.
I don't think she's that flexible.
My version of her is. So I've got 2 elaborate deaths and an escape.
I wish I hadn't asked for the second one. Right. So Severin dies and Bond is pissed. He uses the old-style gun that Silver gave him to club one of the henchmen that's standing right next to him. Uses his gun, shoots some of the other henchmen, then uses the guy that he clubbed as a human shield. When he drops to the floor, uses him as a shield. Someone tries to shoot him, and then Bond shoots the other guy. And then it's just Silver all on his own, and he gets taken into MI6 custody. A lot of shit goes down in that fight, and none of them are prepared. Always have your gun pointed at Bond.
They'd all been drinking beforehand, hadn't they?
Yeah.
That's the only bottle of whiskey or whatever it was.
That's the only one that no one had drunk.
Yeah.
Silver's like, don't drink it. I'm saving it for a special occasion.
If I was how many henchmen does Bond kill? 3?
4, I think.
By the third or fourth, if I was the third or fourth henchman after watching the other 2 die, I would have got down on my knees and put my hands up and been like, yo, I surrender, because Bond should know that MI6 is coming.
Yeah,
And I'd
because
be like-
he's got the little tracker
Exactly,
thing as
and I'd be
well.
like, oh, but I'm like valuable to like MI6, right? Like I know all this stuff, right? Yeah, that's my henchman voice.
Yeah. Also, you could have saved the henchman and Severin if the helicopters from MI6 had arrived a little bit sooner.
Yeah, the fuck, man. Where were you guys?
We're like 5 minutes late. You could have saved everyone.
Convenient timing. You turned up at the last moment.
Exactly. That's just poor time management. That is.
I know. It's not good, is it? It's not good.
Oh.
Just you got the pilot, one of the helicopter pilots. It's just
I
like
got lost.
It's like, sorry, I had to take a toilet break. I stopped over that building, took a wicked whiz off the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe surrender after watching the others get killed, and hope Bond doesn't kill you out of rage.
Don't stand. Just. I'm so angry. I'll kill you all.
Stand a bit further back and keep your gun trained on Bond at all times. Yeah, he's a bit of a nervous wreck at the moment, but it's Bond.
Yeah, and only one of them is training the gun on Bond. The others are just like, oh, let's watch this shooting contest. I don't know if they laugh, but they're just very casual, just lounging about. Don't lounge, henchman.
I know you should be on your guard all the time, right? Yeah, so angry. Yes, but they should have been prepared. Piss poor performance by the henchman there.
What would you rate
No
them?
bonuses.
No bonuses.
For the widowed families they've left behind. Do you think any of them have families? Austin Powers makes a point of pointing that out.
Yeah.
He kills one of the guys, doesn't he? And then it's got like shows his
A little
wife and his
montage,
kids.
yeah.
Yeah, and all this lot.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay. All right. So Silver's captured. We're all happy, and that's the end of the film. It's not.
Alright, go on.
Okay, Silver's plan is very reminiscent of The Dark Knight. A lot of people have drawn this comparison to the Joker's plan. So he gets captured, and then he breaks out when Q attaches his laptop to the MI6 thing. It opens all the doors, and Silver escapes, and his plan is to go to Westminster, where Moneypenny.
It's M in Westminster.
Yes,
that Silver
M
goes
and-
after.
Yes.
Right.
Does he have a grudge against Moneypenny by any chance?
No. At this point, we've met Moneypenny once. We didn't even know that was Moneypenny.
I like that reveal. That was clever. And it shows that Moneypenny's a badass.
No, she's not.
She is.
She shot Bond.
Yeah, but she would have been praised if she'd shot the right person.
Yeah, but she didn't.
Okay, that's her bad. Okay, so Silver's off in Westminster, and he dresses up as a police officer, and he walks up to the guards in Westminster with two other henchmen dressed as police officers, and he just shoots two of the guards there. So you're the guards at Westminster. What do you do? Also, there are two guards, and Silver shoots the first one, and then the second one does nothing. Maybe be the second
well,
one.
they
Give
aren't
yourself
guards.
a bit. They should have been.
I
probably.
think they should have been, yeah. When I went to the Houses of Parliament, they had police officers outside that. They were all armed.
Yeah.
So, ooh, okay. In that case then, have your gun out ready. Don't keep it in its holster. Out ready and waiting. You see three police officers start walking towards you, and that's when you open fire.
Just
Because you're a psychologically damaged individual.
fuck the police.
And police, you're trigger happy, and police are your thing that set you off.
Okay. Also, when Silver gets into Westminster, he starts shooting up, and doesn't shoot M, but Voldemort or Ralph Fiennes is there. He I think he saves M, but yeah. So Silver shoots up a bunch of, I think a few police officers die. Moneypenny gets involved in the shooting, and Bond basically ruins Silver's plan by shooting fire extinguishers so he can't see.
Smart move, I enjoyed that. Okay, right, okay. Rewind to those two guards. After the first guard's been shot, the second guard should have grabbed a fire extinguisher and be like, and then done a chorus 9 like, time to put out the fire, or perhaps you should have grabbed him and be like,
Cool down.
the situation's getting a bit hot. Under the oh wait, they've gone inside. Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
But I survived.
By the time it took you to find the extinguisher.
Yeah, they've buggered off. This
Extinguinate.
guy's a moron. We're gonna leave him. Oh God.
Sorry.
Extinguinate.
Yes, that was terrible. I'll
I
edit that
basically
out.
do that, and then everyone will, and the Silver will be like, I can't shoot this guy.
He's
He's
too
hysterical.
cool.
And then
With
let me
all
go.
the fire extinguisher puns.
Exactly. And then he'd let me go. And I'd
Hey.
be like, hey, Silver, I don't need to
Chill.
call you off, because you're a cool guy.
Any more? I'm trying to think.
Because you know that most of them are red, aren't they? So you grab them
Yeah.
like, whoa, stop there, Silver. Red means stop.
What if it was a foam one? Foam party.
But perhaps you want some
You're a
ice.
foamy.
Yeah, because I fake, obviously fake police, isn't it?
You're a foamy, police.
police.
I like this guy.
He's definitely survived this. Well done, sir. Well done. What if everyone hates him because everything he does is a pun?
It's a pun. Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I can't think of anything now.
I'm off duty. More like I don't know. Not a pun man.
Or it goes to an off-duty license place thing.
Hey, I thought you were off duty.
Because I'm
Oh.
off duty.
Oh.
And he starts crying, be like, my wife left me. These puns are a defense mechanism to make everyone think I'm happy still.
The puninator.
The puninator. Oh, God, no. Alright, moving on.
Yes, let's move on from that madness. Bond basically kidnaps M after this attack. So he sneaks into the car, kidnaps M, and basically says, "Oh, where are we going, Bond? Somewhere where we'll have the advantage." This is me just basically picking holes in Bond's plan. The advantage is
Okay.
he's going to his family home, and there's one of him against all of Silver's henchmen.
Why wouldn't you go somewhere where you can get loads of police in?
Yeah, my thing is, M again is in charge of big government organisation.
I know what you're going to say.
Why doesn't she call in Sean Bean and all the other double O's?
No.
Tell them, all right, we're at Skyfall. We need
None
helicopters.
of them are going to know what the hell Skyfall means.
It's Bond's home.
How do they even know where that is? I
It's
doubt,
in Scotland somewhere.
I don't think the double O's know that much about each other, to be honest.
Okay, get a SWAT team. Get someone that's just not Bond, M, and an old caretaker.
Hey, that guy kicks ass.
Yeah, Kincaid.
Get the pun guy in. I was going to say the puminator. I couldn't do it though.
Puminator.
Yeah, get the pun guy in.
Yeah.
'Cause especially when like Silver comes in with the helicopter playing the music, that guy would have been like, I
Well,
don't know.
Bond goes, you got to
Who's
make
gonna
an
go?
entrance. And the pun guy would go,
God, I can see the cogs in your mind turning as you're trying to think of something.
it's a helicopter pun.
I ain't got a
He's
clue.
spinning me right. I don't
Oh
know.
my
Because helicopter
God,
plane.
no.
That took way too long for
No.
a shit payoff. So no,
Right.
just ask for some more double O's. That would be nice.
I can't
Because then you're not outnumbered, and then you actually do have the advantage. And they want Silver to find you anyway, because Bond wants to end it in a Western-style standoff. So it would be helpful if he had the other Bonds there, even if one of them
the
is
other
Sean
Bonds?
Bean.
You mean not
The other double
Bonds?
Clones of Bond.
I think
That's why we never see the other ones, because they're all just clones.
right.
But no,
or
I heard somewhere that Kincaid, the caretaker, that role was originally offered to Sean Connery. Would that have taken you out of the film if Sean Connery was the caretaker? Would that have just gone, whoa?
that would have been I would have liked that actually.
You
Thinking
would have
about
liked it. Wouldn't have gone. It wouldn't have
it
taken
would have
you
ruined
out of
it
the film.
if it had been Sean Connery as the old caretaker, and you know, even if they made like a little quip about Bond
You
saying,
look
"Are you-"
familiar.
No, Bond saying like, "Are you ready for this?" And then Sean Connery replying like, "Oh, don't worry, lad. I've had training in this area," or something. Just a little quip like that. I would have loved that. I would have loved to have seen Sean Connery as that.
But he wasn't.
Yeah, was he not available, or did they never offer it, or what?
I think they offered it to him, but Sean Connery quit acting after League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Was that his last film?
Yes, he was not. He was also offered the role of Gandalf, but didn't understand the script, so he didn't accept it. But we got
Yeah,
Ian McKellen as a good Gandalf. I couldn't picture him as Gandalf.
No, Frodo, you must take the ring to Mordor.
Out of all your impressions, that one was. Oh, no,
I
I
can do a better
can't. I
one.
can't compliment it.
Hang on. The name's
Don't.
Bond.
That wasn't an encouragement to try again.
James
The name's
Bond.
Gandalf. Gandalf the Grey.
Shaken, not stirred, with a little bit of spittle in it, if you would, darling. That's more of a lisp than Scottish.
And we also get the first F-bomb in Bond delivered by M, Judi Dench. So that's great.
Is it the first F word time?
Yeah.
Fondle.
No, fuck. She goes, oh, I've really fucked up here, haven't I?
Oh, so not
yeah.
fuck then. Fucked.
I really fucked up.
So
She drops the fuck bomb.
But no, the F-U-C-K bomb hasn't
Fuck
been dropped. The F-U-C-K-E-D bomb's been
don't
dropped.
get plural with me. She drops it, and she drops it hard. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, right, yeah, go on, you're poking holes. Holes?
No, that
Holes.
was that was just the last. Many double O's would have been better than one double O.
I think the other double O's were probably on other... Because essentially double O's are hitmen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or a bit more sophisticated, a bit more intelligence gathering on, But as they are, down to the bare bones, they're assassins. So they're probably in other places all around the world with each one with different missions. I can't imagine there'd be double O's getting much leave.
What, in order to...
I mean, how many double O's are there anyway?
I think there's...
There's at least
read on the
7,
website
we know that.
there's 9.
9 double O's.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, really, if you've got 8 highly trained professional assassins, they're probably on all other missions. Like, I don't think they can call MI6 and be like, we've got a double O's on, spare.
He's kidnapped M and he's gone crazy. Help us.
And there's like just 2 double O's waiting in the locker room, like,
Are we going to take this? 001 and 002?
Oh. I wonder who is 001.
Well, we know who 006 is. Sean Bean.
Yeah, Sean Bean, right. I want to meet the other double O's, though.
Yeah. Well, maybe we will, Inspector.
Nah, it's never
Or
gonna.
maybe we won't.
It's never gonna happen, is it?
No,
I highly
probably
doubt
not.
they'll introduce. They'll ever show another double O again. To be honest,
No. Especially after Sean Bean. The greatest 00.
the greatest double O. Right. So what's the next death?
Right, next death. Silver first sends in 13 henchmen.
13.
13 on a land.
Nice.
On land. So they're slowly walking over to Skyfall. And Bond basically ambushes them in the Aston Martin from Goldfinger. Uses the machine guns in there. Shoots most of them. And then the others go into Skyfall and are killed by various booby traps that Bond, M and Kincaid have set up around the house.
Mm.
You see this Aston Martin, you know you're fighting a guy that's a spy and's got gadgets and stuff. Just have a look in the boot, or just have a peek in through the window, make sure that there's no one sitting in the back seat ready to activate machine guns whilst your back's turned.
If Silver hacked into MI6 to change Bond's test scores, etc.
Just to check the test scores.
Alright, well, check them. Surely he would have read up on Bond
and realised
that when Bond has an Aston Martin, it's not your standard Aston Martin, especially the old one from the 60s.
Well, from Goldfinger.
From Goldfinger, yeah. But you should realise that, Bond's Aston Martins aren't ever...
They're not
your
what they
standard
seem.
Aston Martin.
Yeah.
No.
Silver doesn't really care because he comes in later, so these are just the cannon fodder.
Well, I suppose
probably
another
just to
thing he
get
could have
rid
done-
of all of Bond's traps and things.
Well, helicopter, right? He's got a big ass helicopter which he shoots using a gun. Just put rockets on the helicopter and shoot it, right? You could go in with the only attack helicopter known as an Apache helicopter. That's probably got rockets on it. Go in and just shoot a shit ton of rockets at the Skyfall.
That's probably what Silver did. What helicopters have you got? Well, we've got this one. It's probably got rockets on it. We'll have that one.
And then halfway
there were
there,
no rockets.
Oh crap, no rockets.
We've only got a Gatling gun.
I would have gone in, bombarded the place with so many rockets.
Well, Silver doesn't want to blow up the house because he wants M, doesn't he?
He makes a
wants
shit job
M.
of it. He destroys the entire thing.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, if he didn't know about Skyfall and its secret tunnel out, then he's just burnt M alive with those incendiary grenades.
Yeah, so if you're going to do that, just blow it up and save all those
Blow it
henchmen.
up anyway.
You don't even need to bring those henchmen. Think how much money you've just saved. Oh, I suppose if they're dead, you don't have to pay them.
He'd probably paid them before. Although maybe he could just hack into their bank accounts and
Take the
steal
money
all
back.
the money back.
How much must the henchmen be paid? Because, I mean, they're going into situations where they're most likely going to die. How much does a henchman get?
I don't know. It depends on how evil you are.
Like, is it an hourly rate? Or do you just get a
I
lump
don't
sum at
know.
the end of a job?
I'd imagine a lump sum.
Crikey.
Because then you can't complain. It's not union hours. Pay me more money.
Oh, God. Alright, so we've got survive the henchman, yeah?
Yeah, just basically look in the back seat, make sure no one's sat in the very conspicuous car
But to be honest,
that's placed in front of the door.
I'd be checking the car out, not to see if anybody's in there, but just checking it out in general. I'd be like,
Maybe
hang on a minute,
can-
lads, hang on.
I can take
Nice
this.
car,
That's nice.
hello.
Maybe push it out of the way so it doesn't get shot at, and then you can steal it later. Maybe forfeit your pay for the Aston Martin.
Yeah, I'd have been like, yo, Silver, I'm out, but I'm going to take the car.
Yeah. Well, if you said you were out, he'd probably shoot you.
I'd shoot him
Just
first.
say, then everyone would shoot you.
No, they wouldn't, because they'd be like, oh, you're obviously the new leader.
But you'd go, I'm out. I'm taking the Aston
No,
Martin.
because then I'll take them all in the Aston Martin with me.
It's not that big.
And we become
you couldn't carry
travelling
13
boy
henchmen.
band. Called Boys 13. That's a Family Guy reference right there.
I don't care.
Yeah, check out the car.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's difficult, isn't it? Let the other henchman go in first. I'm going to be the 13th member here.
No, you want to go in first. Oh no, you want
So
no,
the
but
guys
you don't
behind
want
you
to be
absorb
hanging
the brunt force
around.
of the bullets.
Yeah, but you don't want to go in first because of all the booby traps. You want to be in the middle.
Right.
You want to be on the You want to be a henchman on the helicopter.
You want to be Silver.
He dies.
They all die!
All right. So all that shit happens. Skyfall gets burnt to the ground, and Bond takes it upon himself to destroy the helicopter, which he does by getting some cans of gas and some dynamite and blowing up the house so all the shrapnel blows up the
Yeah, that was very
helicopter and
lucky that hit the
yeah.
helicopter. What if the helicopter moved back at last moment, so Skyfall explodes, and then the helicopter just like, they're like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Then
Like-
when Bond is running to get to the church to
Just
save
gun him
M,
down.
then yeah, he just gets shot.
I don't think Bond would be too upset about destroying Skyfall, not taking out the helicopter, because
No,
he's
he
like,
does say, "I hate this place."
yeah, you just get one of those, and he's like, oh, I have my childhood memories here.
Is Kincaid Alfred in this? If Bond is Batman, is Alfred Kincaid?
Yeah,
Okay, it's good to know.
he taught him how to shoot, didn't he, when he was a kid?
Yeah. Oh, so all of Bond's murdering is on Kincaid.
Yeah.
Trained
Well
him to
done.
be a killer.
Well,
Maybe Kincaid's more useful than we originally
he trained him
thought.
to shoot a shotgun.
Yeah.
That was it, right? I think the other skills Bond may have acquired through the Navy, and then
MI6.
Yeah.
Okay, just fly away from the house when it explodes.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I got it right. As everything explodes, you tilt the helicopter forward so it hits the blades. Now, this is assuming it doesn't
No,
destroy the blades. You
it
deflect
would.
the shrapnel back.
No,
Into the
that's
ground.
a terrible idea.
Can you fly a helicopter?
On GTA, poorly.
Damn. Nah, that's more experience than me. Never mind then.
Right, so Bond eventually gets out of Skyfall, runs over to try and save M, but he's stopped by Silver, who shoots the ice that he's running on the frozen lake.
Quickly want to interject. Do you not think when Bond runs over the ice, it's really weird the way he's running? Like, he's kicking his heels up really high behind him.
Yeah, you got to spread your weight.
And like,
You don't want to stamp down on it, otherwise you'll just fall through. So he does the weird run.
yeah.
Silver stops him. A henchman comes up next to him. Bond realises he's going to be shot. Grabs the henchman's gun. Does a circle of bullets, and him and the henchman fall down into the frozen water. Silver just goes, ah ha ha ha, and leaves to deal with M. And then Bond has a fight with the henchman underwater, and he eventually chokes him out and drowns him, and then he swims back up to the surface. You're the henchman. Again, don't get too close to Bond while you're on the frozen lake.
You've got a gun. Why do you have to get close to Bond for? For fuck's sake. That's made me angry now. Right. You don't have to get close to Bond to obviously shoot the gun, okay? You can just stay back, keep calm, you know, take the shot from the distance. When Bond's got you in the water, obviously you've watched Casino Royale, you know to fake passing out underwater, and then when Bond lets go, you then come back and be like, oh, Bond! Swim behind him. and
Would
then-
he be using that voice to speak underwater?
Yeah, that's your underwater voice, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, oh, Bond. And Bond would be like, oh, henchman. Or that's what the henchman should have done. All right, you're in Scotland. You're in water. Loch Ness is obviously, it's not Loch
I
Ness.
don't
There are Loch
think-
Ness monsters there. right? Because
Nessie, help me!
any patch of water in Scotland has got the Loch Ness monster in it.
Oh, a well-known fact. Yeah.
So you go, and that's summoning the monster, which then comes along and bites Bond.
Eats Bond.
And you then ride it out, and you become a superhero. Or a villain. Nah, become a villain.
Or you drown.
Or yes, you drown, and these are your hallucinations from the lack of oxygen before you pass out. I said hallucinations really weird then.
You say most things really weird.
I do, right. Shoot Bond from a distance, fake passing out under the water, and let Bond get up and out. Oh no, wait, he uses the flare, doesn't he? Follow the flare up, because he uses the flare to find a hole in the ice, don't he? Follow Bond back up out the water, get out the water, head towards the burning building to dry off. Take your clothes off because they're all wet. Yeah. Stand in the fire, dry off. Go to the Aston Martin, because I know it's been shot to pieces, but it might still run.
Exploded.
Oh, did it blow up?
Yeah.
Shite. Nah, you're dead, mate. Game over.
Well, maybe the fire brigade will be there eventually to try and put out the fire.
Really?
You can just say that you're a survivor.
There is nothing for miles around. You're a survivor. And they're going to be like, we're kind of suspicious of all these dead bodies here.
Yes.
And they're wearing...
They were here when I got here.
No. You'd probably be arrested for
Or maybe just
murder.
take the clothes of one of the dead people and then walk back from wherever you are.
I think I'd stay at the fire for the night. I wouldn't try crossing the moors in the dark.
No, hand on the basket belt.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, okay. All right. Silver's death. He's basically in the church.
Such a dramatic death. Right, honestly, he's stabbed in the back. I've never seen any other films where I go, oh! Oh!
He just looks at him. He's like, you fuck.
Yeah, I know. He's
slowly walk. When I get over there, Bond, I am gonna headbutt you.
Yeah.
But he never quite get there, and he falls down and
I know,
down.
but the way he's just like, ah!
He's
like
just
it's so
really
dramatic.
irritated.
I know, he's so pissed off, isn't he?
He's just like, you couldn't give me this one thing. Damn it.
Sorry for interrupting, go on.
So no, yeah, he's basically stabbed in the back whilst threatening to kill M. So that's basically it. Wouldn't Bond's footsteps make a sloppy sound because he's just climbed out of the water?
Perhaps Bond took his shoes off.
To be stealthy.
Yeah, it's happened before in other films, hasn't it?
What, where he's been stealthy?
Other Bond films where he's taken his shoes off. I swear Sean Connery's done it at least in one.
I'm sure all the Bonds have eventually taken their shoes off, otherwise their feet would smell.
No,
and
taking
their shoes would have grown too small for their feet.
No, taking their shoes off and just walked along in socks for stealth purposes is what I meant.
I don't know, they might have done.
I think Sean Connery's Bond definitely done it once. So that's all Bond's got to do.
He'd make
that's
like
what
a
Bond's
drippy,
done
slappy sound
drippy,
as
is
he
he?
walked. He's
dried
just come out
off.
of a frozen lake.
He dried off on the run.
On the run?
On the run. It's really windy on those moors. You've been on them. No, you haven't. It's
Have
windy.
you?
Yeah. 5 times. Every time I had to be rescued.
Any way to survive it.
Silver's sort of expecting to die. I mean,
yeah, but he wants to take out M first, and then he doesn't care what happens.
Oh, he wants to go
That's
together.
why he's pissed off with Bond.
Perhaps after you got stabbed in the back, you should just not turn around, just shot M, and then you would have been like, oh, it's fine now, bye.
Well, he's given the gun to M because he's like, oh no, you have to shoot us both with the same bullet.
Silver doesn't need to be too pissed off because M dies anyway.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that, and he's really angry with it.
But his ghost will know it.
No, he won't, because he's dead.
Stab-proof vest?
Yeah, that might do it.
Pretty standard, really.
Also, Bond must have thrown that knife really hard, because
Yeah.
it's all the way in up to the hilt.
I don't know, how big was the knife? Was it a big blade?
Yeah, it was fairly big.
How do you get the knife from?
Kincaid. Because Kincaid goes, sometimes the old ways are the best. Because this whole thing is a tribute to 50 years of Bond. Of course it's the old ways.
Oh, yeah.
So, the old ways.
Okay, stab-proof vest might not have... definitely would have stopped the blade from piercing the skin, I reckon.
I'd hope so from a stab-proof vest.
Yeah, at which point...
Otherwise he needs his money back.
At which point... Yeah. You turn to Amazon or wherever you got it from.
Yeah.
At which point I would have grabbed Emma and positioned her in front of me and then grabbed a gun off her and, got your classic hostage standoff. Although at that point I would be like,
although
Bond, I'm gonna shoot her.
Kincaid is behind you, so he'd have to keep alternating who he's pointing the gun at. Because Kincaid might sneak up behind him and go all ninja on him.
Do that.
Kincaid would. Kincaid's a bad.
Alright, I've just shot Kincaid in the bloody leg. How about that?
Kincaid!
And then I shoot Bond in the leg. And then I shoot myself in the leg. And we all bleed out together. Silver would have loved that. Yeah, stab-proof vest. Standard body armor. Come on, man. You're carrying incendiary grenades on you. You need to have some sort of protection.
Yeah, what? Doesn't he have any more? Oh, no, they wouldn't have helped because he'd been stabbed.
Yeah, what would he have done? Use one to rapidly melt the metal on his back?
No, I was going to, throw it at Bond.
Bond would have caught it and thrown it straight back.
Yeah, but then...
And then burn M!
Yeah.
That would have been
and
even
Kincaid.
good. Oh, I like it.
No, that's terrible.
No?
No.
Fine, okay.
No incendiary grenades. Just, I think, stab-proof vest.
Stab
or be
proof
more
vest.
vigilant.
Yeah, and don't
Or
stand with your back to the door.
waited to see who comes up out of the ice, and then if Bond comes
I think
up...
Bond would. I think Silver just assumed they're both going to sort of go.
Yeah, but don't assume.
I mean, it is Bond. Something you could do. I think
He should have waited there and seen who'd come back up, and then, if it was Bond, just shoot him. And, then
and
he would
shot the
live
henchman as well, maybe.
until he shot himself with them.
Yeah, man. Silver, what are you doing, man?
Silver, you crazy.
Perhaps you should have thrown an incendiary grenade down onto the ice.
What, into the water? Do you get how fire works?
Yeah, but maybe
Because
it
the
could
fire
have
wouldn't have worked in the water.
burnt something.
Do you remember all the extinguisher jokes? That's what water is.
Hang on a minute. For some reason, I was thinking the water was flammable.
It's not. You're wrong.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Next death is M. Basically, Judi Dench dies, but I don't think there's much we can do because she's shot in Skyfall
Yeah.
by one of the henchmen, and then she just bleeds out.
Wow. So
Maybe-
the henchman actually killed M.
Yeah,
He was killed. M was killed by
a henchman.
brutal. Not even a main character, just an extra. Sorry to whoever played that extra, by the way.
Maybe she should have told Bond or Kincaid that she had been shot, and maybe she could have got some medical attention. That
Yeah, I
might
reckon
have helped.
Bond would have been able to patch her up enough.
And
I think.
Kincaid, because if Kincaid is the Alfred of Bond, he would
Yeah,
know
he would have
many
known.
many first aid things. So,
Scottish remedies.
yeah,
I could save them.
Highland health remedies.
Highland health remedies.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. You fool! Use one of his incendiary grenades, and then take it apart. Bond would have known how to do that. That's fine. To create a small, flare to then cauterize the wound.
She's like
Oh.
70.
Yeah.
How old is Judi Dench? That
Exactly.
probably would have killed her, the shock and trauma of it.
Still would have been better than just bleeding out. You try something at least, don't you?
Burning as you die.
Yes.
You are sick.
No. See, I would have done that, and then I would have taken her outside and dunked her a few times in the ice water to cool her off. And we're like, oh, hypothermia, she's dead.
No.
My
Just-
bad.
Just no. If you have better ways than Chris's ridiculous suggestions to survive, email wecouldssurvivethat@gmail.com or tweet we could survive. I'm looking for a new co-host, so all applications are welcome.
Cheers.
Sorry, Chris.
No, it's fine, whatever.
No.
I got better things on the horizon.
Have you?
I've got a cooking show that I do with an iguana. You want a cockroach? I got an iguana. Screw you, I win.
Okay, is that how we're doing it? Alright, we'll be back next week with Spectre, so stay tuned. Chris, end this thing.
Bang. And the Bond is gone.
That's-
Hey!
It's the worst joke.
Okay, right. You have been listening to We Could Survive That, your weekly survival guides to the movies. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we will see you next week. Until then, keep on surviving. Goodbye.